Hi crafters, come on in. Welcome back to Simply Charlease, where new crafters like to hang out. Today we're going to do a rebatch project and we're going to use these soaps. These are some fall soaps from last year, at least these are, and these are some that just went bad, okay? I mean the design went bad, not the soap. The soaps are fine. So the first thing that we need to do is to unwrap all of these soaps and get them ready. How's everybody doing today? Great, I hope. Yeah, it's another beautiful day in North Carolina. Yeah, you see, there's nothing wrong with these soaps, but I don't remember what my purpose was. If I was going to make a gift of them or something, I don't know. But anyway, it didn't happen, so I'm going to reuse these. I went through my Rebatch box and I pulled out soaps that had predominantly orange and yellow. All right, guys, I'm not going to have you watch me take these soaps out of the wrappers, okay? I'll be back. Okay, I got all my soaps unwrapped. Now, what I'm going to do, the soaps that have, I don't want to put the glitter in this inside of the soap, okay? So I'm going to try to cut that part off. And I'm just going to use the glycerin part without the glitter. So I'm just going to take my handy dandy soap knife, and I call it my soap knife because this particular knife I only use for soap projects. Okay, and you see I got all that glitter off, so I just have glycerin. And the same thing with this one. Just turn it on the side and just cut the top off. Get all that glitter. See that? Put that aside. And let's see, I just have this in orange. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut this up in chunks. Get it ready to go. Same thing with this. And I may add a little bit more color to it. I don't know. I think it's a pretty deep orange already. But we'll see once we get it heated and melted. So I'm going to put that in this container to be melted. I love rebatch projects. All right, and on this one, I could tell this was one of my samples from one of my craft shows, because what I used to do is stick the toothpick in there, and then they could pull it out and sniff the toothpick, and that way they didn't have to handle the soap. I would have it wrapped, you know, like a regular bar of soap, and then I had these little like cupcake flags or something that I would stick in there, and then you can sniff the toothpick and see what the soap smells like. I'm going to add some shea butter soap base to the yellow because I want it to be a solid color, not the just glycerin, okay? But I don't know if you can see it, the heart has some glitter on it, so I'm going to have to trim that a little bit. Get that glitter off. Set it to the side. The same thing on this one. And I may not get all of the glitter off, but I will get most of it. Okay. Now these These soaps, they were Mother's Day soap that I tried, I want to say last year. And what happened to these is I poured the glycerin over my embed a little bit too warm. And so it caused that foggy look because my soap has started to, my embed started to melt. But anyway, I'm going to use this and I'm going to try. I'm okay with the white because like I said, I'm going to be adding some shea butter to it anyway. But I want to get that green out of there. So as much as possible, I'm going to get rid of the green. Let's see. Okay. I guess that's good enough. I did get some of the soap. And same thing with this. I want to get rid of that green. See, I got all just the yellow and the white left. And I'll set that to the side. And you know me, I'll figure out something I can do with those, those pieces too. All right, one more. Got that green in there. I'm going to try to get rid of that. Okay. Do you guys have any festivals coming up this month or next month? This is the time to be getting your soaps ready for the Christmas festivals, I tell you. Okay. All right. So, we're going to chop up this yellow and white and get it ready for the microwave. And I'm going to be using pumpkin spice as my fragrance. I was looking over there to make sure I had pulled it out, and I did. And those little pumpkins that I chopped up over there, they already had pumpkin spice in them. And these others, I think they had like lemon, and pumpkin spice will cover anything, really. Okay, so next step is to get my, oh, let me show you. I hadn't even showed you the molds that I'm planning on using. I'm going to use this mold and this one, and my plan is to sit the pumpkin. You know how I do the little rubber duckies where you kind of sit them on top and pour around it. That's my plan. We'll see. But anyway, this is going to be like a square soap with a little pumpkin sticking out. We shall see. All right, guys, I'll be back. I'm going to add just this little piece of shea butter soap base to what is predominantly clear glycerin soap, okay? And you'll see that it will make the clear glycerin look like it's shea butter. I'll be back. All right. I got the orange clear glycerin already melted. And I think the color is deep enough to where I don't need to add any color to it, so I'm not going to. And also, the pumpkin spice smell that's in these is strong enough to where I don't feel like I need to add anything. So I'm just going to pour these into my little pumpkin mold. I don't know. I'm sure I'm not going to get 4, but maybe I'll get 3. Yeah. I got 3. Okay. Let's spritz those. Get those bubbles out. Okay. I'm going to check the other batch. I'm going to pull these over to the side very carefully. Very carefully. Okay. Now let those sit. All right. Now, I melted the yellow that was clear glycerin and added that little white to it, and you see now it's opaque. I'm going to add some more color, a little more color to it. Well, that yellow is, can you see? It's good. It's a pale yellow, but I'm going to see if I can get it a little bit deeper. So I have my little cup here, and this yellow is called Fizzy Lemonade. I got this from Brambleberry. And I'm going to do one little scoop and see how that does. And add some alcohol to it. And just swish it around. You could take a little popsicle stick or something and stir it. Actually, you could use a spoon. I'm hoping I don't have to go back in. Let's see. Okay. All right. And we're going to add that to this. See if we can get a little more color. That's not a whole lot different. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more color. Yeah. You know me, guys. I always I like things to be vivid. You know? Okay. Spritz that alcohol up there. Let's see. This particular brand, if you just put, and I've done it in the past, if you just put it in the soap base, it is almost impossible to get it to blend. But the alcohol, if you go ahead and blend it with the alcohol first, it works much better. Okay. We're going to go with that. And we want to get every bit of our color out that we can by just spritzing it and pouring out the residue. Okay. Okay. And I think that's a pretty yellow. It's not terribly deep, but I think that's a nice color. So, since I have, I do need to add some pumpkin spice to this because it was lemon. Those soaps were lemon. What this pumpkin spice is, let's see. It's pretty strong. Oh, that smells so good. Smells like fall. Okay. Now, what we're going to do I only have 3 pumpkins there, so I think I'm only going to pour I guess I'll pour 3. And I'm not going to go all the way to the top because I'm going to be adding the pumpkin, and I want to have room to pour around the pumpkin so that it will, it will adhere to the soap base. Okay. 3. Okay. All right, and then I'll save this to be my overpour. All right. Let's get rid of those bubbles. And we have to let that set. Yes. And I'll be back. Okay. Our embeds and our base have set. It's time to assemble. So, the first thing that we're going to do, I've already reheated the soap base. And we're at 140. That should be good. And I have to move fast because I told you this stuff sets fast. First thing I'm going to do is pour just a thin layer on the top of the soap base so that the pumpkin will have something to adhere to. Let's make sure we don't forget to put that alcohol there so that things will bind together. Okay. And we're going to pour a little layer here and here, and spritz it with alcohol so that everything adheres. Just get that in there, get it set. And the last one, a little alcohol. Okay, get it in there so that it adheres. Okay, now this stuff has already started to set, and what I want to do is just pour around the pumpkin. Okay, let's go on the other side. Okay, and we got to get a little bit in that corner over here. Whoop. Okay, same thing over here, filling in those corners. Okay. Be careful, pour really slow. Okay, I think I could put a little more right there. Okay, this stuff is thickening up. Pour slow because you don't want to cover your pumpkin stems if you can help it. Of course, if we did, we could always clean it up, There we go. Oops. Okay. Let's see. Let's spritz it. And I think we are good. All right, guys. They are assembled, and we just have to wait for them to set, and then we'll unmold them together. I'll be back. Okay, our project is set. Let's unmold and see what we got. Pumpkin spice. Okay. Not too bad. Okay. Matter of fact, let me put this towel, paper towel up here so you can see them better. Okay. Let's see. We got a little dip there that's not pretty. Okay, that little spot right there, we can clean that up with the razor blade. Let's see. Okay, clean that up with a razor blade. Okay, and pumpkin spice number 3, and they do smell good. Okay. All right, guys. You know I want to add some glitter, but I don't really think they need it. But I'm going to put glitter on one just so I can see what it looks like, okay? You know how I am. Let's see, just a little bit. Okay. Let's see, what do you think? Just that little bit. I think that looks good. Okay. So, we're just going to add a little bit in that center section. Okay. All right. Well, that's what we got, guys. That's our pumpkin spice project. Okay. That's all I have for you today. Don't forget to check the description box for the molds and the colorants. Okay, I'll make sure I put that down in the description box. Now this little mold here, I did not get it from Amazon. I think I picked this up at Hobby Lobby or somewhere like that. But I'll look and see if I can find something similar. And if I can, I'll link it for you, okay? All right. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.